the Oakland A's and the New York Yankees. You think one pitcher just might not be dealing in this one, Brandon? Tell the folks about it.
I'll give the play out first, and then I'll give my analysis. But Nestor Cortes, his strikeout prop is 7.5, and I think that's way too high. Reason being, they have to make it that high because the A's suck, basically. But just because you suck doesn't mean you strike out a lot. So if we break this down, the A's are basically the equivalent of a AA minor league team.
Ouch.
It's true though. And you know, we're here to predict the future. And you have to deal with reality when you're predicting the future. And the reality is half of these guys, I like Rooker. They got a couple other guys. Noda's not bad, but I would say 6 of the guys in this lineup don't belong in Major League Baseball. So that being said, though, they are fairly plate disciplined. So the A's as a team so far this season are striking out just around 9.9 times per 9 innings. But Nestor Cortes is only striking out people at about 8.5 per 9 innings. So if you stretch that out, and I crunch a little data and I have an expectancy of how far into the game I think the pitcher will go, my projection is 6 strikeouts in this game for Cortes. As a matter of fact, to get to the over 7.5 here, he would have to throw 8 strikeouts. That's pretty simple math. And to get 8 strikeouts, I project he would have to finish 8 innings in this game. So I highly doubt he's going to finish 8 innings in this game. I could be wrong. We could be wrong. We could be right. The earth could blow up tomorrow. But the basic bottom line is when we're betting, we have to bet what the data says, and we have to bet on probability. Probability says, hey, it might rain tomorrow. And then, you know, the weather forecast says it's going to rain and it doesn't rain. Sometimes we lose. But my data says Nestor Cortes is not going to get 8 strikeouts in this game. The A's do suck, but that doesn't mean they strike out a lot. They strike out maybe once per inning. Nestor Cortes is going to strike out people a little less than once. The A's are going to strike out once per inning. Nestor Cortes is striking out people a little less than once per inning. So do the math. If he finishes 7 innings, he might get here. But I doubt he even finishes 7 innings because he hasn't so far this season. Wow. If you look at how he's pitched so far, he did finish 7 against Tampa Bay, but let's face it, Tampa Bay is hitting like a minor league team themselves this year. And he did get there against Miami as well. But those two teams strike out a lot more than the A's do. I don't think he's going to go 8 innings here. He could go 7, but even if he goes 7, I'm projecting 7 strikeouts.